Hello, and a very warm welcome back to English in Fluency, the place where we learn English and important life skills hand in hand. I'm Alex, and I'm truly delighted you've joined me today. Whether you are walking, driving, working, relaxing at home, or deep in your studies, thank you for choosing this moment to learn and grow with me. In today's episode, we're going to explore a topic that touches everyone's life: how to find real success. Have you ever looked at your life and deeply wondered what it means to be successful? Perhaps you have asked yourself before, am I truly successful? Or, what does success really mean for me, personally? It is a question that crosses many minds. Some people quickly think that success means having a lot of money in the bank. Others believe it means being famous around the world, or owning a very big house with many rooms, or driving a very expensive car. But is that truly everything there is to success? Is that what real success truly means, deep down in your heart? In today's episode, we are going to look much deeper into this important and personal question. This topic is incredibly important because many people are tirelessly running after an idea of success, but they do not always know what they are truly looking for or why they are running so fast. Sometimes we work incredibly hard, pushing ourselves until we become very tired, yet we do not feel happy inside. We reach goals that we thought would bring us joy, but instead we feel an emptiness or a lack of peace within ourselves. Why does this happen so often? It could be that we are chasing something that is not real success for us. Perhaps we are following an idea of success that society or other people have told us about. A picture painted by the outside world, not the one that is true for our own unique hearts and values. So today, we will try to understand what real success truly is and how we can find it in our own lives, shaping a path that feels right for us. This episode is not only for improving your English skills, it is also for helping you think deeply about your own life and what truly matters to you on a personal level. As you listen, you will learn some new English words and phrases, practice listening to clear and steady speech, and you will also learn how to understand and talk about success in a deeper, more meaningful way. I will give you simple examples, share relatable stories, and offer straightforward ideas to help you understand this important topic better. You can also actively practice your speaking by repeating some ideas after me, or by thinking and talking aloud about what success means to you. So get ready for an interesting and truly helpful episode. At the end of this podcast, you will understand that real success is not just about what you have or what others see you have. It is about who you are as a person, what you genuinely do, and most importantly, how you feel inside. It is about living with a strong sense of purpose, a calm feeling of peace, and a vibrant passion for life. Are you ready to explore this with me? Let's begin this insightful journey together. What most people think success means, let's begin our discussion by talking about what most people usually think when they hear the word success. If you were to ask people around the world, what does it mean to be successful? Many of them would give quite similar answers. They might immediately say that a successful person is someone who has a lot of money in their bank account, or someone who is rich and widely famous. Some people deeply believe that success means owning a very big house with many rooms, driving a very expensive car, having a high-paying job with a powerful title, or gathering a huge number of followers on social media platforms. These are the common ideas of success that we hear and see all around us, every single day. From a very young age, we are often subtly taught to believe that success means reaching the very top of a mountain, often higher than others. For example, in school, we are frequently told to get the best marks on tests and assignments. At work, we are often encouraged to get promoted quickly and to earn more and more money. On television, in movies, and especially on social media, we constantly see people showing what they present as their perfect lives. Grand houses, luxurious vacations to exotic places, brand new designer clothes, and many other beautiful and expensive things. These powerful images and messages constantly enter our minds and make us think that this is exactly what success looks like. This is the ideal we should strive for. So, often without even thinking deeply or questioning it, we start to believe that to be truly successful, we must acquire all of these things. This explains why so many people all over the world define success in this very same outward-focused way. Now, let me give you a few simple but powerful examples to make this clearer. Imagine a man named Liam. He is 40 years old, and he works as a senior manager at a very large, well-known company. He makes an incredibly large amount of money, drives a very expensive, shining car, and lives in a huge, impressive house in the best part of the city. From the outside, anyone looking at him would think, "Wow, he is so incredibly successful. He has everything anyone could ever want." But the truth is, Liam is always tired, constantly stressed, and deep down, he is genuinely unhappy. He works so many hours that he hardly has any time for his family, missing his children growing up. He often feels lonely, even when surrounded by people, and he does not truly enjoy the work that consumes most of his days. Even with all his money and all his impressive possessions, he does not feel good inside. He feels a constant pressure and an inner emptiness. Is this what real success truly looks like? Let's consider another example. A young woman named Sophia is extremely active and popular on social media. She has over 1 million followers who eagerly watch her every move. Every day, she carefully posts beautiful pictures of her exciting travels to glamorous places, her trendy clothes, and the fancy restaurants she visits. People who follow her comment constantly, writing things like, "You are truly living the dream. I wish I had your life." But behind the camera, behind the carefully chosen filters, Sophia is secretly struggling. She feels immense pressure to always look perfect, always be happy, and always present an exciting life to her followers, even when she is tired or sad. She spends more time planning her online image and interacting with virtual followers than she does spending quality time with her real friends or family. Sometimes she feels a profound sadness, anxiety, and a deep sense of emptiness, wondering if anyone truly knows the real her. Again, we can ask ourselves, is this real success, or is it just a carefully constructed image of success? These examples show us something incredibly important. Many people believe success means accumulating more things, earning more money, or gaining more popularity and attention from others. But these ideas about success often come from the outside world, from what the media tells us, from what others say we should be, and from the culture that surrounds us. They do not always come from our deepest desires or our authentic hearts. This is precisely why so many people tirelessly chase after these external things for years, only to find that when they finally achieve them, they are not truly happy or satisfied. There is absolutely nothing wrong with wanting to live a good life. There is nothing wrong with working hard and earning money to support yourself and your family. But the real problem comes when we only measure our success by these outside things, when they become our sole definition of what it means to be successful. When success becomes just a number, like how much money we make, or how many people know our name, or how many likes we get, we often forget about the things that truly matter in life: peace of mind, genuine love, a strong sense of purpose, and deep inner happiness. So, before we talk about what real success truly is, it is incredibly important to understand this common belief and where it comes from. Many people, perhaps even you, were taught that success is about reaching a high place in society, having many expensive things, and becoming better than others in a competition. But real success is not a race against anyone else. It's not about constantly comparing your life with someone else's highlight reel. It's not always about the outside, the visible part. Sometimes, real success is something much deeper, something that others cannot see, but something that you can feel profoundly within your own spirit. In the next part of this episode, we will talk about what real success actually means and how it might be surprisingly different from what we just discussed. So stay with me, because this next part might truly change the way you think about success forever. What is real success? Now that we have talked about what most people often think success means, it's time to ask a much more important and personal question. What is real success? This is not always an easy question to answer because real success is not exactly the same for everyone. It is a unique journey for each person. However, we can still try to understand it using simple and clear words that resonate with all of us. Real success, at its core, is not about what you possess or the material things you collect. Instead, it is profoundly about how you live your life, how you truly feel inside, and who you become as a person through your choices and experiences. It is about living a life that is genuinely true to you, a life that aligns with your deepest values and your authentic self. It means waking up each day with a sense of peace in your heart, knowing that you are doing things that truly matter to you rather than just fulfilling external expectations. Real success is when you feel a deep sense of pride in who you are, in your character and your actions, not just in the things you happen to own or the titles you hold. It's when your daily actions naturally match your personal values. When you live in a way that makes you feel genuinely happy, physically healthy, and emotionally whole, you are experiencing real success. Many people mistakenly believe that success is always something grand and public, something that you must showcase loudly to the world. However, real success often happens quietly, within the gentle space of your own heart and mind. It is not always visible or easily measured by others. For example, if you consistently show kindness to people, if you lovingly care for your family, and if you grow a little every day by learning something new or improving a skill, that is indeed a form of success. You may not be rich or famous, and your actions might not be praised on social media, but you are still successful in a deep and powerful way. Your life has meaning and positive impact. Let's truly understand this with a simple, contrasting example. Imagine two people. One is very rich, owning a vast business empire. But he feels tired, angry, and worried almost all the time. He is constantly busy and pressured, and he does not truly enjoy his life or the fruits of his labor. The other person is a school teacher in a small, quiet town. She does not make a lot of money, and her lifestyle is simple, but she absolutely loves her work. She helps her students learn and grow, finds joy in their small successes, and patiently guides them. She laughs genuinely every day, and she sleeps peacefully at night, with a clear conscience and a full heart. Who, in a deeper sense, is more successful? In the eyes of the world, based on external measures, perhaps the rich man is seen as more successful. But in real life, the teacher is living with joy, purpose, and profound peace. And that, my friends, is the true essence of real success. This shows us that real success is profoundly different from just being rich or famous. Money and fame can certainly be a part of a successful life, and there's nothing wrong with having them, but they are absolutely not the full picture. You can have millions of dollars and still feel a deep emptiness inside, a sense of meaninglessness. You can be incredibly popular and widely recognized, yet still feel terribly alone. Real success is not measured by how many things you have collected. It is measured by how deeply you live your life, how well you connect with yourself, and how meaningfully you connect with others around you. Another incredibly important thing to remember is this: real success is deeply personal. It is not and cannot be exactly the same for everyone. For one person, success might mean courageously starting a small business that helps their local community. For another person, success might mean being a loving, present, and supportive parent, raising happy and well-adjusted children. For someone else, success might simply be learning something new every single year, continuously expanding their mind, or perhaps living a quiet life filled with simple peace and contentment. And that is perfectly okay. You do not need to follow someone else's idea of success, no matter how shiny or appealing it looks from the outside. You have the freedom and the power to define your own unique path to success. We often feel a strong pressure to do what others do, especially in today's world where we constantly compare our lives with friends, classmates, co-workers, or the seemingly perfect lives we see on social media. But this constant comparison can make us feel like we are not doing enough, or that we are simply not good enough. The truth is, when you try to live by someone else's idea of success, you lose your own direction, your own joy, and your own authentic self. Real success means listening closely to your own heart and courageously walking your own path, even if it looks different from everyone else's. To find your real success, take a quiet moment and ask yourself, what truly makes me feel alive and vibrant? What do I care about deeply, so deeply that it moves my spirit? What kind of life, deep in my soul, do I truly want to live? Your answers might be very different from what you expect, and they might be different from others. And that's precisely what makes your success special and unique. You do not need to prove anything to the world or perform for others. You just need to feel a profound sense of peace and rightness within yourself. So, as we move forward in this podcast, remember this key message. Real success is not found outside of you. It profoundly starts inside you, with your values and your spirit. It is not about having more things. It is about being more kind, more true to yourself, more connected to others, and more alive in your own skin. That is the kind of success that brings real, lasting happiness and deep meaning to your life. What does success mean to you? Now that we've talked about what real success truly is, I want to ask you a very personal and important question. What does success mean to you? Take a quiet moment right now. Close your eyes if you can, and really think about it. Forget what other people say success should be. Forget what you constantly see on social media or in movies. Forget what the world tells you that you should want or chase after. Just listen to yourself, to the quiet voice of your own heart. You see, real success is genuinely not the same for everyone. Each person has their own unique dream, their own personal path, and their own beating heart with its desires. That means your idea of success is special. It belongs only to you, and that's a truly beautiful thing. For some people, success means being a truly good parent, raising happy and loving children. For others, it means actively helping their local community, making a positive difference in the lives of their neighbors. Some people feel deeply successful when they learn something new every single day, expanding their mind and knowledge. Others feel it when they simply make someone smile, bringing a moment of joy to another person's day. You do not need to be rich or famous or have a grand title to be successful. You just need to feel genuinely happy and proud of what you are doing and who you are becoming. Ask yourself, what truly makes me feel proud? Is it being kind to others, even when it's difficult? Is it learning English, making progress in a new skill? Is it helping your family, supporting those you love? These small things, these seemingly simple actions, are actually very big when they come from a sincere heart and reflect your true values. Also ask yourself, what do I genuinely love doing? Maybe you love painting beautiful pictures, writing heartfelt stories, cooking delicious food for others, or teaching new ideas to eager minds. Perhaps you love simply listening deeply to people, or making children laugh with your playful spirit. When you dedicate time to doing something you genuinely enjoy, something that makes you feel alive and vibrant, you are already well on the path to real success. Sometimes the world tries very hard to tell us what success should look like. It shows us images of big houses, shiny, expensive cars, and elegant, costly clothes. But those are outside things, external possessions. Real success starts inside of you. It comes from being true to who you are, authentically. It comes from knowing what truly matters to you, deep within your core. Let's say you are learning English right now just by listening to this podcast. You may think, I am not fluent yet. I still make mistakes. But guess what? You are showing great success already. Why? Because you are trying. You are actively improving. You are moving forward step by step, even if slowly. That's real growth. That's real success. And remember, success is not one single huge goal that you suddenly reach at the end. It's many small, deliberate steps taken consistently. Every time you are honest, every time you are kind, every time you keep going, even when it's hard, you are successful. You are building a strong, meaningful life, piece by piece. So, don't let anyone else decide your success for you. You don't have to compare yourself to others or constantly check their progress against your own. You don't have to chase things that don't genuinely bring you joy or peace. Instead, listen to your heart. Ask yourself, what do I truly value? What makes me feel full and complete inside? What kind of life do I truly want to live, from the inside out? These are the powerful questions that will help you discover your own real success. You are strong, you are growing, you are learning, and you are already on your own beautiful journey. So again I ask you, from your heart, what does success mean to you? Take some time today to quietly think about it. Write it down if you like, to make it clear in your mind. Talk about it with someone close to you, someone you trust. Your answer might surprise you, and it might even gently change your life for the better. Signs of real success. Now that we know real success is not just about being rich or famous, or having many things, you might ask, how do I truly know if I am successful in my own life? This is a very important question, and it's one that deserves careful thought. Sometimes we don't realize that we are already successful in many small but incredibly powerful ways. Real success often shows itself through how we feel inside, how we choose to live our daily lives, and how we treat others around us. It is not always loud or grand. Often it is quiet but incredibly strong, like a steady light within. Let's talk about some of the true signs of real success in life. One of the first and most profound signs of real success is that you feel happy and peaceful. This doesn't mean you are always smiling or that you never face problems. Life is never perfectly smooth, and challenges will always come our way. But when you are truly successful in the deep sense, you feel a strong sense of calm inside, a quiet contentment. You are not always rushing, constantly worried, or comparing yourself endlessly with others. You are genuinely okay with who you are, with your choices, and with where you are in your unique life journey. You sleep well at night, with a clear mind, and you wake up feeling thankful for the gift of your life. For example, think about a man named Raj. Raj lives a simple life. He walks to work, enjoying the fresh air. He spends quality time playing and talking with his children every evening. He takes good care of his health, eating well and exercising. And he is consistently kind and helpful to his neighbors. He may not be rich, but he feels a deep peace inside, a quiet joy that money cannot buy. That's a very clear and powerful sign of real success. Another significant sign of real success is that you help others. When you are truly successful, your focus is not only on yourself and your own needs. You naturally want to make the world better in some way, even if it's a very small act. Helping others brings a deep, lasting happiness that is more profound than any personal gain. It makes your life feel meaningful and purposeful. You don't need to be rich or powerful to help someone. Even a small act of kindness, like truly listening to a friend who is sad, helping a student with a difficult lesson, or sharing food with someone in need, shows that you are living a successful life in a deeply human way. Imagine a woman named Priya, who teaches poor children for free in her village. She doesn't earn much money, and her work is not famous, but every child she helps learn and grow is a precious gift to her. Her heart is full of joy and purpose, and that is true success. A third powerful sign of real success is that you grow every day. Real success is not about being perfect from the start. It is about continuously becoming better, step by gentle step. You learn from your mistakes, seeing them as lessons, not failures. You try to improve yourself, both inside and out. You set small, achievable goals, and you consistently move forward, even if slowly, even if the path is difficult. For example, someone who wants to speak English better may practice a little each day, listening to podcasts, reading simple stories, and speaking aloud. They make steady progress, bit by bit. They keep learning, even when it's hard or when they feel tired. That's real success. You do not give up, you keep going. This consistent growth is a clear and strong sign that your life has direction, meaning, and a sense of forward movement. The fourth sign is that you do what you love. This doesn't always mean you have your dream job or a perfectly easy life, but it means you consciously make time to do things that truly bring you joy and fill you with energy. You actively follow your passion, even if it's just for a small part of your day or week. Maybe you love painting beautiful artworks, writing thoughtful poems, tending your garden, or teaching others. Perhaps you love simply listening to people's stories, or making children laugh with your playful spirit. When you consciously make space for the things that make your heart happy and your spirit feel alive, your life becomes more colorful, more meaningful, and more vibrant. For example, think of a man named Omar who works in an office during the day, which can sometimes be boring, but in the evening he plays music for his community, bringing joy to many. That music gives him life, purpose, and a deep sense of belonging. That is a clear form of success, doing something that truly feeds your soul and makes you feel whole. Finally, a very important sign of real success is that you have good, strong relationships. Success is not something to enjoy alone, in isolation. It becomes much more beautiful, richer, and more meaningful when shared with people you truly care about. Good relationships mean you have people you deeply trust, people who genuinely support you, and people who feel safe and loved when they are with you. You talk openly, you laugh often, you help each other grow, and you share life's ups and downs. A truly successful person is someone who deeply values people, their family, friends, and neighbors, and consistently spends quality time building and nurturing those connections. For example, imagine a woman named Fatima who doesn't earn much money, but has dinner with her family every single night, talks deeply with her children, and lovingly cares for her elderly parents. That's real success, connection, deep love, and a strong sense of belonging that enriches everyone involved. These are not the kind of success signs that the world always celebrates loudly or puts on magazine covers. The world often talks about success in terms of numbers: how much money you have, how many followers you have online, how many awards you have won, or what your job title is. But these signs, peace of mind, genuine kindness, continuous growth, following your passion, and strong, loving relationships, are much, much more important. They are deep. They stay with you through all of life's changes, and they build a life that feels genuinely full, authentic, and truly real. You do not need to wait to feel successful. If you are living in a way that matches your true values, if you are consistently learning, helping others, loving deeply, and growing as a person, then you are already successful in the best possible way. Remember, real success is not about being better than others. It is about constantly striving to be better than you were yesterday. In the next part of this podcast, we will talk about real success versus fake success, and how to tell the difference. So stay with me as we take the next step on this journey of understanding. Real success versus fake success. Let's now talk about something very important and often confusing: the difference between real success and fake success. This is a topic that many people do not fully understand, and it can cause a lot of confusion and unhappiness. At first glance, fake success and real success may look exactly the same from the outside, but when you look closely, and feel them deeply, they are very different. One kind of success feels good only from the outside, like a shiny, beautiful wrapping paper. The other feels good deep inside, touching your heart and soul, like a warm light. One is primarily about showing others what you have or who you are. The other is profoundly about being true to yourself, authentically. So, what exactly is fake success? Fake success is when someone appears very successful to the outside world, but deep inside, they feel lost, tired, or even truly unhappy. It's like wearing a perfect mask that hides what's truly underneath. From the outside, everything seems absolutely perfect. Maybe the person has a very big, expensive car, lives in a huge, luxurious house, holds a very important and powerful job, or boasts countless followers on social media, constantly posting happy pictures. People look at them and say with admiration, "Wow, they are so incredibly successful. They have it all." But inside, that person may feel a deep emptiness. Why? Because perhaps they are not genuinely doing what they love, but instead pursuing a path they were told was good. Maybe they are living a life primarily to impress others, constantly seeking external approval. Perhaps they are under too much stress and unbearable pressure from their responsibilities. Maybe they have no time at all for their family, their true friends, or for activities that would genuinely bring them joy. Fake success is primarily about appearance and external validation, not about true happiness or inner peace. Let me give you an example to illustrate this. Imagine a man named Daniel. Daniel works in a very big, famous company. He makes a lot of money, earns a huge salary. He wears expensive, tailored clothes and travels often for business to exciting places around the world. On social media, he constantly posts pictures of his beautiful life, always with a bright smile. Everyone who sees him thinks he is the definition of success. But the truth is, Daniel feels tired all the time, a deep exhaustion that even sleep cannot fix. He misses his children growing up and longs to spend more time with them. He has no time to enjoy life's simple pleasures. He is always working, always busy, and always worried about losing his prestigious job. Even though his life looks incredibly great from the outside, he does not feel genuinely happy inside. He feels a constant weight on his shoulders. This, my friends, is fake success. Now, what is real success? Real success is very different. It may not always look big, dramatic, or shiny to the outside world, but it feels peaceful, strong, and deeply satisfying inside. Real success is when you live in a way that truly matches your deepest values and beliefs. It's when you do what you love, even if it's a small hobby or a simple part of your day, because it brings you true joy. It's when you take good care of yourself, your mind and body, and also care for others around you. It's when you continuously grow as a person, learning and evolving. It's about living a life that feels honest, authentic, and full of deep meaning for you. Real success doesn't always get attention or praise from the world, but it brings you a quiet, steady joy and a deep, lasting satisfaction that comes from within. Let's look at another example. Imagine a woman named Chloe, who works as a teacher in a small, quiet town. She doesn't make much money. She doesn't have fancy or expensive things, but she absolutely loves her work. She helps children learn and grow, patiently guiding them and celebrating their small victories. She goes home every day and spends quality time with her family, truly present in those moments. She laughs wholeheartedly with her friends, and she sleeps peacefully at night, with a clear conscience and a sense of fulfillment. Her life is simple, without much external glamour, but her heart is full of purpose and happiness. She feels proud of what she does, proud of the difference she makes, even if the world doesn't notice her work on a grand scale. That is real success. The big defining difference between fake success and real success is where the feeling of fulfillment truly comes from. Fake success comes from the outside, from what people see, what people think about you, and what the world says is great or valuable. But real success comes from the inside, from how you feel, how you live, and how close you are to your true, authentic self. Fake success is primarily about image, about a show you put on for others. Real success is about deep, lasting meaning and genuine well-being. Sometimes people chase fake success because they want to feel accepted or validated by others. They might think, if I look successful, people will love me or respect me. But this often leads to more stress, more sadness, and a feeling of being trapped. You try to look perfect all the time, constantly performing, and in the process, you forget what truly matters to your spirit and your happiness. On the other hand, when you choose real success, you may not always get praise, awards, or public recognition from others, but you feel a profound peace inside. You feel proud, even if no one says good job to you. You know deep in your heart that you are doing the right thing for you. It's perfectly okay to want a nice house or a good job. There's nothing wrong with those things themselves. But if you achieve those things and still feel empty inside, it means you may be chasing the wrong kind of success for your soul. Ask yourself honestly, do I feel happy inside? Am I proud of the way I live my life? Am I doing something meaningful and true to me? These are the real questions that truly matter. So next time you see someone with a fancy car or a powerful job, don't just immediately think they must be truly successful. Ask yourself, are they really happy? Are they truly at peace? And more importantly, ask yourself, what kind of success do I want for my own life, for my own heart? Remember, fake success can disappear quickly. Money can be lost. Fame can fade away. But real success, the kind that comes from living with honesty, love, purpose, and inner peace, that kind of success stays with you forever, enriching your life from within. How to find your own real success. Now let's talk about how you can find your very own real success, the kind that truly belongs to you. We all have different lives, unique backgrounds, different dreams, different goals, and different situations. That's precisely why real success is not and cannot be the same for everyone. What is success for me might not be success for you, and that is absolutely okay. The most important thing is to live a life that feels genuinely right for you, a life that brings you deep peace, true joy, and profound meaning from the inside out. To find your own real success, the first and most crucial step is to ask yourself what really matters to you. This means taking quiet time to think deeply about your life. What truly makes you feel happy and fulfilled? What makes you feel proud of yourself and your actions? What kind of life, deep in your heart, do you truly want to live? For example, maybe helping others sincerely makes you happy. Or perhaps spending precious time with your family is the most important thing in your life. Maybe you love learning new things, or teaching others, or creating something beautiful with your hands, or building something useful that helps people. Try to listen to your heart, your inner voice, not just your mind or what external voices tell you. Do not blindly follow what others say is great or what society expects. Instead, ask yourself what you truly care about, what resonates with your soul. Real success starts when you genuinely know what is important to you. Once you deeply understand what truly matters to you, the next step is to set small and meaningful goals. Many people mistakenly think that real success only comes from achieving huge things, like becoming incredibly rich or famous overnight. But real success often begins with small, consistent steps, taken one after another. For example, if your personal goal is to be a writer, your small, meaningful goal could be writing just one page every day, or even just one paragraph. If you want to be healthier, your goal could be walking for 20 minutes every morning, or simply drinking more water each day. Small goals are much easier to reach, and when you reach them, you feel good. You feel a sense of accomplishment and progress. Slowly, step by step, these small goals will consistently take you closer to the larger, more meaningful life you want to live. Another powerful way to move toward real success is to keep learning and growing every single day. Life is always changing and evolving. You will constantly face new problems, new choices, and new lessons that challenge you. That's why it's incredibly important to never stop learning. You can read books that expand your mind, listen to podcasts like this one that inspire you, take online courses that teach you new skills, or simply talk to people who inspire you and teach you new ways of thinking. Learning helps you grow as a person. It helps you understand yourself and the world better. When you learn new things, you become stronger, wiser, and more confident in facing life's challenges. And this continuous personal growth is a very big and important part of real success. Also, try very hard to focus on your own unique journey, not others. In today's interconnected world, it's very easy to constantly compare yourself to other people. You might see someone on social media who looks perfectly happy and successful. They have a great job, a perfectly happy family, or millions of followers, and you might start to feel small, inadequate, or unsuccessful in comparison. But remember, you are not them, and they are not you. Everyone is on a different path, with different starting points and different challenges. You do not need to run their race or follow their exact footsteps. You only need to courageously walk your own path. Success is not a competition against others. It's a deeply personal journey of self-improvement and fulfillment. So, focus on your own progress, on how much you have grown, not on how you compare to others. Being kind and honest is also an incredibly big part of real success. Many people mistakenly think success is only about what you get or what you achieve outwardly, but real success is also profoundly about who you become as a human being. Are you a kind person, treating others with compassion? Are you honest with others and, importantly, with yourself? Do you treat all people with respect, regardless of their background? Do you help others when you can, offering a helping hand or a listening ear? These things may not make you rich or famous, but they make you a truly good human being, building a strong character. And in the end, that is far more valuable and lasting than any material wealth. When you live with genuine kindness and unwavering honesty, people trust you. They genuinely like to be around you, and you feel good inside, knowing you are living a life of integrity. That is true success, the kind that radiates from within. Let's think about a simple example that illustrates this. Imagine a man named Ben, who works in a small bakery in his neighborhood. He wakes up early every single day, before the sun rises. He makes fresh bread and delicious cakes with immense love and care, putting his heart into every creation. He smiles warmly at every customer who walks through his door. He remembers people's names and their favorite pastries. He helps his neighbors when they need something, like carrying heavy bags or offering a kind word. He earns enough money to live a comfortable, simple life. He is not rich, he is not famous, but he is truly happy. He feels a deep sense of pride in his work, knowing he brings joy to his community. He loves his family dearly and spends meaningful time with them. And he is kind to everyone he meets. That man is profoundly successful because he is living the life that is true for him, a life aligned with his values and passions. Or think about a woman named Sarah, who, with great courage, left her big, high-paying job in the city to move back to her village and take care of her sick, elderly parents. She is not earning much money now. She doesn't have a big house or a high title any longer. But she wakes up every day and lovingly helps the people she cares about most in the world. She cooks for them, cleans their home, and talks with them, offering comfort and care. Her life is now full of deep, profound love, and her heart is full of peace, knowing she is doing what is right. This, too, is real success. So, how can you start your journey toward finding your own real success? Start by looking inside yourself. Ask yourself what truly matters to you. Set small, achievable goals that have deep meaning to your heart. Keep learning something new every day, allowing yourself to grow slowly and steadily. Don't compare your life with others. Your path is unique. Be kind to yourself and to others. Be honest in all your dealings, and most importantly, always be yourself, authentically. Real success is not far away, waiting for you in the distance. It is already inside you. You just need to find it, step by step, by living true to yourself. Remember, real success is not about being the best among all people. It's about being your best self every single day. It's not about being perfect, which is impossible. It's about being real, genuine, and authentic. And when you live a life that matches your deepest values and brings profound peace to your heart, that is the greatest success of all. A real-life story of success. Maria's quiet impact. Let me now share a short and simple real-life story that truly brings all these ideas together. This story is not about a rich businessman with a grand empire or a famous celebrity known by millions. It is about a woman named Maria, who found her own real success in a quiet, yet incredibly beautiful and impactful way. Maria lives in a small, quiet town, surrounded by green fields. She is a dedicated school teacher. Every day, she teaches young children how to read and write, patiently guiding them through the first exciting steps of learning. Every morning, she wakes up early, filled with a quiet determination, and walks to her school. It is not a big, modern school. The building is old, perhaps a bit worn, and the classrooms are small. There is no air conditioning to cool the hot summer days, and no smart boards or fancy computers in her room. But Maria doesn't mind these things at all. She loves her job with all her heart. Maria has been a teacher for 20 years, dedicating 2 decades of her life to shaping young minds. During these many years, She has helped countless children learn to read, to write their first words, and most importantly, to dream big dreams for their future. Most of the children in her school come from families who are poor and face daily struggles. Their parents work incredibly hard in the fields or small shops, but they don't have much money. Some children sometimes come to school without having had breakfast, their tummies empty. Some don't even have proper shoes for their feet. But when they are in Maria's classroom, surrounded by her gentle presence, they feel happy, safe, and truly loved. Maria teaches them with immense care and dedication. She uses cheerful songs, colorful pictures, and exciting stories to make learning fun and engaging, capturing their imaginations. She listens intently to her students, paying attention to their small worries and their big ideas. She smiles warmly at them every day, a constant source of encouragement. She helps them patiently when they feel sad or confused, explaining things again and again until they understand. She deeply believes in them, in their potential, even when others might doubt their abilities. Many of her students, filled with admiration, often say, "I want to be a teacher just like Maria when I grow up." Now, if you look at Maria's life from the outside, from the perspective of external achievements, you may not think she is successful in the way the world often defines it. She does not live in a big, luxurious house. She does not own a fancy, expensive car. She does not travel to different, far-off countries for vacation. She wears simple, comfortable clothes, and she earns a small salary that barely covers her needs. But if you talk to Maria, if you listen to her heart and hear her quiet wisdom, you will see something truly special and profound. Maria says she is deeply happy. She says, "Every day I go to school and have the privilege to help children learn and grow. I watch them discover new ideas. I see their eyes light up with understanding when they grasp something new. I feel a deep sense of pride and joy when they learn to read their very first book, sounding out the words. I feel immense joy when they smile and say, 'Thank you,' truly meaning it. That, for me, is my success." Maria's story clearly shows us something very important. Real success is not always something others can see, or something that can be counted or displayed. It is primarily something you feel powerfully inside, in your spirit and your heart. Maria feels proud of her meaningful work. She feels peaceful in her heart, without constant worry. She feels useful and kind, making a positive difference. That is precisely why she is truly successful in the most profound sense. Let's also listen to what Maria's former students say about her, years later. One of her old students is now a successful doctor, helping many people in a big city hospital. He says, "I grew up in a very poor home. We had no books, and I didn't know how to read at all when I started school. But Maria believed in me, even when I didn't believe in myself. She stayed after class to patiently help me. She made me feel smart and capable. Because of her dedication, I learned to read, and more importantly, I learned to believe in myself. She truly changed my life's direction." Another student, now a kind parent, says, "Maria taught me how to be kind and compassionate. She didn't just teach us English or math from a textbook. She taught us how to respect each other, how to work hard even when things are tough, and how to find joy and smile every day. I still remember her gentle voice. I still hear her encouraging words in my mind whenever I face a challenge." Can you see now? Maria didn't become rich. She didn't become famous or widely recognized, but she made an enormous difference in many lives. She deeply touched people's hearts and helped them build a foundation for their future. She selflessly gave her time, her love, and her knowledge to children who desperately needed it. That is something money cannot buy. That is something you cannot see in a photo on social media or in a bank account. But you can feel it deeply in the stories of those she helped. And that feeling, the feeling of doing something truly meaningful and impactful, is real success. Maria's life is a beautiful and inspiring example for all of us. You don't need to be rich to be successful. You don't need to be famous. You just need to find what you genuinely love. You need to do it with your full heart. You need to make a small difference, even if it's just in one person's life or one small corner of the world. That is more than enough. That is real success. So think about this story. Think about Maria. She is not on the national news. She does not have thousands of followers on Instagram. But in her small classroom, in her small town, she is quietly creating something powerful. Hope, love, and a passion for learning. She is changing lives day by day. And in doing so, she has found her own profound, real success. Conclusion. We are now at the end of today's deep and meaningful episode. I want to thank you sincerely for staying with me until this very last moment. Let's take a quick moment to go back and remember the most important ideas we talked about today. We started this episode by asking a big, fundamental question. What is real success? At the beginning, I shared with you that many people have common, often external ideas about what success means. For many, success means having a lot of money, owning a big house, driving a nice car, or becoming very rich and famous. These are the powerful images and ideas we often see in movies, in advertisements, and constantly on social media. That's why so many people believe this is the only true meaning of success. But we learned together that this is not the full picture. It is only a small part of a much bigger truth. We then talked about the idea of real success. Real success is not just about what we have or what we own. It is profoundly about how we feel inside. It's about being genuinely happy, feeling a deep sense of peace, and being true to ourselves, authentically. We discovered that real success is deeply personal. It is different for each and every person. You do not have to blindly follow what the world tells you to chase. You have the freedom and the power to find your own unique path to success. We also looked closely at the clear signs of real success. Real success means you feel a calm happiness and peace in your heart, even when life is challenging. It means you genuinely help others. It means you grow and learn something new every day, consistently. It means you actively do what you love, making time for your passions. And it means you have good, strong relationships with your family and friends, built on trust and love. We used simple, real-life examples to help you understand what that looks like in everyday life. Later, we talked about the critical difference between real success and fake success. Fake success looks appealing and bright on the outside, attracting attention, but it often doesn't bring true peace or lasting happiness inside. It can even lead to emptiness. Real success, on the other hand, may be quiet or seem small to the outside world, but it feels deeply right and fulfilling in your heart. Even if others don't notice it or give you praise, you know it's there. and that internal feeling matters more than anything else. After that, I shared how you can find your very own real success. You need to ask yourself what truly matters to you. You should set small, meaningful goals that resonate with your heart. Keep learning, keep growing, and always do your best in everything you undertake. Do not compare yourself to others. Your journey is unique. Be kind, be honest, and courageously walk your own authentic path. That is the best and most fulfilling way to move forward in life. Then, I shared a simple but incredibly powerful story of a woman named Maria, a school teacher. She does not have money or fame, but she changes lives profoundly. She helps children learn and grow, giving them love and hope, and in return, she feels genuinely happy and peaceful. Maria is a perfect example of someone who found real success in her own beautiful way. Now, before we finish this episode, I want to leave you with one strong guiding message. Real success is not something you can easily see with your eyes or measure with numbers. It is something you feel deeply within your heart and soul. It is not about what you display to the world. It is profoundly about what you carry inside your heart, your values, your kindness, your purpose. When you live your life with a strong sense of purpose, with genuine kindness towards yourself and others, and with unwavering truthfulness, you are already successful. Even if the world doesn't see it or celebrate it, you know it, and that is what truly counts. So, my dear listener, I want to ask you this once more. What does success truly mean to you? For a moment, forget what the world says. Take a deep breath, close your eyes, and listen to your heart. What do you truly desire for your life? What makes you feel truly alive, vibrant, and purposeful? What brings you a deep sense of peace and contentment? Answering these questions is the very first and most essential step to finding your real success. And please, don't worry if your journey feels slow or takes time. Everyone's path is different, and each step matters. It's okay to take small, consistent steps. It's okay to change your mind or your direction as you learn and grow. The important thing is to stay true to yourself, stay authentic, and never give up on your most cherished values and dreams. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of English in Fluency. I truly hope you learned something useful and gained a new, deeper perspective on what success means. And I hope you feel even more confident in your English listening and comprehension skills too. Remember, your English learning journey is also a wonderful kind of success. Every new word you learn, every sentence you understand, is a step forward, a sign of your growth. If you enjoyed this podcast, please consider sharing it with a friend or family member who might also benefit from its message. Feel free to leave a comment, subscribe, and follow our channel for more episodes designed to help you grow in English and in life. We are always here to help you on your journey. Take care, keep learning, and always, always follow your heart. See you next time on English in Fluency. Goodbye, and thank you.